West Indian Muslim nuts come and go, hey, you don't mind, I sit on the back of the bus, I'll smoke my cigarette. You have a ticket. I was like, you ain't got no ticket, Dad, fuck it, man. Never give me no pocket money this morning. Because you know what your parents was like, they would tell you, innit, my man was like, pocket money. Innit, pocket money. Do you know when I was your age, I used to have to walk 50 miles to go to school? I was like, 50 miles, that's a long way. I guess that's why I didn't pass your exam, isn't it? You were too tired. I'm so man, that's why. Yeah, because dads don't fuck around, man. You know what I mean? Nowadays, dads will like tag you. My dad would just stick you with the house. Fuck it, man. That's always amazing. Why is there so many women coming out tonight? What's no man? What's going on? Has the man that mash you up or what? Because you know what I mean? Junior will come up here and he goes, oh, you're older women. And I'm like, fucking, you're digging a hole there, Junior, you're digging a hole. You know what I mean? But nah, man, you reach a certain age, you get bitter and twisted. And no point in seeing a hole with a glass of white wine and talking about the guy. But yeah, it's just pure girlies, man. Are you guys all, connected? Are you all like work colleagues or? I like to know who I'm talking to, basically. That's all it is.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we know.
Oh, I thought so.
Yeah.
You see, now at least you come out and you talk. Whereas I can't believe this. I gave women an opportunity to talk and they didn't take it. Look at that. You see now they're coming out. I don't know. That's like, were you not proud of the Olympics? One person, nobody else. Nah, I was proud of the Olympics, do you know what I mean? I thought, freaking hell, they're showing black people and everything. No, they were, I couldn't believe it. They showed the NHS, you know what I mean? Or as I like to call it, Negro Hospitality Service. Yes, set up in 1948, you know what I mean? Drop the things, man. Because, I don't know what we do about the NHS, to be honest with you. I remember I was doing I did a TV show, right, and they took us to the hospital and stuff like that, and we walked in and I saw this nurse, man, cleaning out the fucking microwave. I got vexed on TV. I was like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? I didn't make black woman just clean out the bloody microwave like that. It's always just keeping the black people them down. Turns out she was a sister and she was just cleaning it out because she had a patty in there. And this was live on TV. I know, man. Sometimes you can get it wrong, man. You can get it wrong. But you do need the NHS. Embarrassing shit can happen to you. Like, I had this ingrowing hair on my scrotum. I'm not being rude or rude. It might happen. You know what I mean? All the man was crossing their legs like, oh, why is this? It's like you get hair just in between the crevice of your bottom. It freaking no, but it blew up. I swear, it blew up like a bullet. I felt proud when I saw the sign. And I full of pasta, full of pasta. She's Grenadian as well. I love her to bits, man, but she snores. No, that's the only problem, man. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of married people in there. You married, bro? Where's the ring? But I've noticed that he's sitting there like this, hiding it, spinning it, looking for the combination. How the fuck? Whatever you do, he's like this. Will you not go for your honeymoon?
St. Lucia.
Oh, huh? No, I was talking to them. Sorry, darling. You guys went to Peru. Raw. You got to spend the money. And you went to... I heard you. We all heard you shout out.
Because saying the best honeymoon is in St. Lucia.
The best honeymoon. I like it. It is a lush place. But I took my wife on the Orient Express, which is lovely. It's a lovely experience. Everyone dresses up in the 40s and stuff like that. You have your own little carriage. You get your own little carriage and stuff, which was quite cool. I remember dressing up, man, coming out, stepping out of the carriage. This white guy goes to me, do I know where the toilets are? Like, I'm the toilet attendant. I said, do you know where the racists are? And I knew we weren't going to get on at the bar. I went in there. But I've been married now for what? 13 years, man. Thank you. Thank you. Do I look happy? Do I look I'll try to get a wide swap, no one wants to fucking swap. eBay, not one bit, not one. She does, she snores, I'm not gonna lie, man, she snores. I see the duvet disappear at one nostril, one It's terrifying. She wakes herself up saying, you woke me up, you woke me up. You woke yourself up. I bought her one of those special pillows, man. Yeah, put it over her face and kill the bitch. What's up, baby, man? One night she wakes up, she goes, my husband is coming, my husband is coming. I jumped out of the bed, run down the fucking stairs, went, fuck it, I'm your husband. I go, I'm your husband. She goes, then why did you run? Why did you... I know that's like getting caught out with something you never do.
Confession.
No, I'm not playing. Fuck that shit. Oh, no. No, it's true, Blair's right, you know what I mean? Get in trouble for something that happened in her dream. My sisters used to call men BMWs and if black men are what this. I said, no. They used to say that about us all the time, but you lot don't know the struggles that we go through as a black man. You know what I mean? The black man's the most wanted man on the planet. Isn't that real, Pops?
Yes, sir.
You ain't wanted. I can see that, bro. Let go of the 60s and move on. Fucking hell, Tenderfly's in the house. Remember Tenderfly up here? You look like Super Cat, Tony. I respect you, man. I respect you. No, it's true. It is true. Black man is the most wanted man on the planet, man. You know what I mean? And sisters don't recognise that we're wanted by the police, child support agency. It's true. And white women, they fucking love us. See how the sisters gone quiet now. I used to run my own business, right? I used to import food from the Caribbean, I used to wholesale it at Western International, I used to retail it in Harlesden. Yeah. No, this is for real. You know, and it's black people who fucked up that business, man. all the food for black people that they could possibly want. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, right, is that like, I was a British youth and I didn't really know, I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? I was just importing like breadfruit and stuff like that. Yeah, and I'd import the breadfruit and I thought it was cheaper to put like 150 boxes of breadfruit next to the engine. And I didn't know it ripe up that quick. That's how I started losing money and shit like that. But on top of that, what used to basically happen was I would have planting. Because like they would come like I didn't know this. I found this out as I was working. But like if you have like some yam and stuff, right? They would come in the morning. It used to be old ladies. They come in the morning. They pick up yam and they ask you to cut it, so they can look inside of it, innit? And then they say, well, that too chowy. And then dash it to one side. I'm like, that's my profit, that's my profit. And then they pick up my next piece and they say, cut it again. I go, no, I'm not cutting it. But I didn't know that's how they shop, you get me? And then what they would do is they would come and they look through your stuff and they say, oh, your toothpaste cheaper than Mr. Patel. So they would take that toothpaste thing that is cheaper and then fuck off and go over to Mr. Patel. That's how I basically ended up. So what happened to me was that during the Margaret Thatcher era, when interest rates started to go up and that, right, because I couldn't pay back the loan, right? Because I had like fucking out, man, I owed a lot of money. I basically went bust and ended up having to drive a cab. And it was through driving the cab that I actually sat down and started to write comedy, because I was depressed. I was depressed, right? I had my first child around that time, and that was when I was like sitting down, and I thought if I go to comedy, I'd start to cheer myself up.
You must be the first man to have a baby then.
I don't know, how did you get here?
Wow.
If you're older than me. No, it's Rudi Lickwood up close and personal, so it's not just jokes, I'm telling them a little bit about me as well, if you follow what I mean. So it's not that I was the first one to have a baby. You know what I mean? I had a baby in a totally different way to most people. So it's like I got a 31-year-old that I found out about through the child support agency. Yeah, bro, track me down. Yeah, bro, they sent the court summons for leaving the scene of the accident. No, Mrs. Thatcher didn't. No, Mrs. Thatcher, she actually got me to start doing the cab driving. That's how I got it.
You don't have to pay me to bad comedy.
No, man, I like to use you. You're a stooge. Because you're meant to use the room. Do you know what I mean? Well, and like I said, it is. I see comedy personally as like playing tennis. You know what I mean? You go backwards. I don't like watching men play tennis, because men play tennis like they're making love and it's over, finish. It's true. Yeah, but girls, you like to tease, innit? Yo, girl. My girl. That's what I was doing. Now, where was I, bro?
I wasn't following you.
You weren't following me, that's
I was
right.
behind in the other car.
Thanks, bro. I started driving the cabs, and then that's when people started to tell me that I had the Murphy lookalike sort of like scene going on. Yeah, because I started out, before I actually jumped onto the stage and started doing stand-up comedy, I actually started going around doing work for Eddie Murphy when he came out with like Beverly Hills Cops, Coming to America. So I used to go out to like Scandinavia, parts of like Sweden and Norway and Denmark and that, yeah. Right, so what they used to do, they used to dress me up as Eddie Murphy lookalike. They'd give me all the models and everything, they'd give me all the cars, right? And basically surround me. Yeah, so they basically set up the scene. Yeah, and then I'd go around to like all the things. They had our prices were out there. Remember our price back in the day? Shops and that. So I'd go around to all the our prices, yeah, and promote his videos. That's how it actually started. So then when I ended up deciding to first go on and do stand-up comedy was the 291 Club. Yeah, everyone remember the 291, that was a vicious place, bro. That was, yeah, proper booming, man. It was like, because like the thing is at that time, that was the first TV show that we had, magazine show, where we would actually see black performers. And believe it or not, the production company behind that was called Monkey Game Productions. Charlie Hanson, right, who gave us Pork Pie, Desmond's, yeah? And what they did was they went around in the crowd and they gave everybody like placards and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So that they could boo and stuff like that, which I weren't aware of. And at the time, I told them that I was an Eddie Murphy lookalike, but that's not what I actually wanted to do. What I actually wanted to do was I wanted to come out as a character by the name of Natty Bungo. Right? Because Natty Bungo, he was the guy who was upset. He was my inner side, right? He was upset because society was against him and everything was fucking wrong, right? And so I had like these big glasses on, I had these locks that I came out with, you know what I mean? And Natty Bungo would walk onto the stage and he started talking about how, you know what I mean, the white men, they don't like us, you know what I mean? They don't like us. The times we meant to go to the job centre, you go to the job centre and there's a set of doors in front of you, and it says skilled or unskilled, and you go through the skilled door, you see another set of 2 doors, it says male or female, and you go through the appropriate door, you see a final set of 2 doors, it says Labour or Conservative, and you stop and you think, well, I'm ambitious, I'm enterprising, I want to run my own business, you go through the Conservative door and you find yourself back out on the street again.